Hi makeup addicts, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Sarah. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are going to be doing two eyeshadow looks with the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, purely for hooded eyes. First we'll do a very work look, then we'll move on to something a bit more glam, but without further ado, let's get into this. For this look, I also used the P.Louise eyeshadow base, but you could of course use any base. I also used MannaKadar's Bloom Mascara in Jet Black. I used some lashes for the glam look, so if you're following along you'll need some lashes, and if you don't have these magnetised ones you'll need a black liner. I used a skin toned liner pencil also, and of course just a selection of brushes. These are the brushes that I use across the two looks, just a mix of flat and fluffy brushes. So first up I'm just going to prime my eyes with that P.Louise base and any old brush or any old blender just to get that down. Then I'm going to take HOODED. This is like pretty red, a little bit more red than I thought it was going to be, and I'm just taking a Morphe 321 to just pack that onto the outer corners of my eye. I was going for like a V shape here, but to be fair, you don't need to be very fussed about how neat this is. Just don't go beyond that socket of your eye that you can feel with your brush. Then when I'd laid that down, this is a MAC 221 and I'm just using this really fluffy brush just to really blow out those edges. I don't want any harsh lines around the edges. Around the inside it doesn't really matter, we're going to cover it up in a minute, but just really want to blow out that outer edge of the eyeshadow. Next I'm taking Sourced, I thought this was called Saucer, Sourced on a Morphe 506 brush, really great brush. And I'm just packing this onto the centre third of my eye and just taking that all the way up to where HOODED ended. So I do want a nice line into the inner corner of my eye there. Then I'm taking Ounce on a MAC 239 and just packing that onto the inner third of my eye. Then I'll be taking a fluffy brush and just blending all this back in together. This didn't show up as well as I thought it would. It actually looks better on camera than it did in person. Then I'm just going to take a pencil brush and put some of Ounce on my brow bone and my inner corner. Now you can see me make a total hash of my liner. This is completely optional. I just put liner on because I feel like it makes my lashes look a bit bigger. So yeah, I really struggled to put my liner on, which is rare, but we got there in the end. I curled my lashes and then whacked on a load of mascara. I found that my lashes look ridiculous actually because I tried to do one of those lash perm kits and let's say it worked on some of the lashes but not others. So I'm going to give it another try and hopefully my lashes can stop looking like a spidery mess. Then finally I took a Morphe 321 brush, pinched it and just ran HOODED under the outer third of my bottom lash line and then just blended those together so they didn't look separate. Curled my lashes one last time and this was the final look. Now onto something a little bit more glam, so I re-primed my eyelid all over again before going in with Chaser, which is just like a very, very similar tone to my skin, so you can barely see it really, and just put this all over my eyelid, just so I had something to blend into really, because I know that I'm going to be blending the next colour out completely. Then I'm taking Enfuego on a Morphe M506, and I'm just going to map out the shape of my eye with this colour. I'm not bothered about it being neat, just packing on the shadow and really packing it on here. I must have gone into the palette 5 or 6 times to really get the pigments pay off here. Even taking this all the way into my inner corner, just leaving my eyelid free really. I went in with a bit more and just deepened this up, but then took a clean Morphe M506 and just blended out all of the edges. I was probably blending this for 5 to 7 minutes, I would say. So it's not a quick job, it needs a little bit of patience. But what I did find was that because I'd put that base colour on, that actually blended out quite easily, if I'm honest. I think the finished result looked really great, even if it took a while to get there. Once I'd done all of that blending, I went back into Enfuego and just wanted to deepen that back up because the more you blend it out, the more pigment you lose. But my camera ran out of battery, so you'll see that I've done that now and added some more colour into that. But making sure that I go back and blend out anything that I put down, because I don't want to waste all that hard work I just did. I always find that on my right eye, I have this patch that just doesn't want to accept pigment, so I find myself just having to pack on absolutely tons of products in that one area. If anyone else has that problem, do let me know below. I can't be the only one. Then I went in with my P.Louise Base again, just on my lid, just in the centre, taking up about a third of my eye, just being careful not to look up at this point because it would print it onto the top of my eye. Nearly did it just then. But yeah, I'm just laying down a bit of base because we're going to go over this in a minute with Scorched, which is a gorgeous deep red burgundy shimmer. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm patting this over that P.Louise base, and then I'm just going to spread it out across the rest of my eye, but I really desperate for that pigment right in the centre of my eye. And once I've laid that down, I'm just going to take the brush that had Fuego on in the first place and just very lightly blend out that line so you can't see a hard line between the two. Then I grabbed my magnetic liner and lined my upper lash line. This is really difficult to work with, this magnetic liner, but for me it's actually worth it. I would rather struggle to get the liner on and then have a really easy job with the lashes, and that's what this gives me. So it also needs 2 coats, which just means it takes even longer. I just really struggle to get the product off my brush onto my eyelid. It's also worth noting that the only thing you can wash this off with is an oil cleanser. So yeah, it's not the easiest thing to get on, and it's also not the easiest thing to get off. However, the end result of lashes that just stick with no glue, it just works for me so well. I do curl my lashes, however, magnetic liner actually got stuck to my lash curler, so that was quite interesting. So then I just throw the lashes on and just give them a pinch with my own lashes, and they will stay on. That is amazing. Then I take in Fuego again, just pinching a small Morphe M506 brush and just running that along my lower lash line and just marrying that up to that outer corner so that it all looks like one look and not 2 separate looks. Then taking this MAC chromatic pencil, which is in NC25, I think it is, before finishing off this look. And that's everything from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy these videos, then give them a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And if you want to join the family, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get my videos every Monday and Friday. Thanks so much for watching once again. I hope you're all keeping safe and well wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.